everyone. I am your teacher Mario, and I am here to feel this one and to touch this one. And for today's video, we will start it with a story. One day, Mang Berto, together with his wife, went to the market to sell their cow. On their way, they met a lady, and that lady said, "Being the head of the family, you should ride your cow." So he immediately climbed the cow, and they continued their journey. Once again, they met another man who said, "How rude! You should not be the one to ride your cow. You should let your wife ride your cow." So he went down and helped his wife to ride the cow. So they continued their journey. On their way, going to the market, once again, they met another man who said, "The two of you can ride the cow." So they both rode the cow until such time a man once again said, "How heartless! They are so heavy. The cow cannot bear their weight. They must not punish the cow." Because of all the things they have heard, they have decided to carry their cow. And since that cow is so heavy, they fell into the river. And that ends my story. Dear learners, based on the short story I have related, I want to emphasize the importance of weighing others' opinion and expression. Remember that it is not wrong to listen to the opinion of others, but you must learn how to weigh things. Not all should matter. Identify the helpful ones because there are those that will distract you, but you need to focus on your goal. You need to set aside all those things and once again focus on your goal. Remember the reason why you started. Never mind all those things. Focus on your goal. Speaking of helping or focusing, in English, dear learners, there are words used to help denote the intention of the speaker. These are your so-called auxiliary verbs or your helping verbs, and they are named modals. Today, we will focus our attention on our most essential learning competency 1 for the first quarter, which is expressing permission, obligation, and prohibition using modals. And on that note, at the end of this video, you shall differentiate sentences that express permission, obligation, and prohibition. Now, let's review the meaning of modals. Modals define the intention of the speaker, whether it indicates likelihood, ability, possibility, and suggestion. But today, we will focus our attention on prohibition, permission, and obligation. Speaking of which, when we speak of modals, the examples are can, could, must, should, have to, need to, and etc. And in order for us to better understand this topic, we will use the sentences from the story I have related. And to start with, let's have this sentence. You have to ride your cow. Now, based on the sentence, what do you think is the modal in it? You're right, it's have to. Next question. Does the sentence express a sense of duty, or a demand, or a commitment? Once again, you're right. Next question. Does the modal have to denote the intention of the speaker? Very good. It denotes the intention of the speaker. Now, based on your answers, what do you think is the intention of statement number 1? Is it permission? Is it prohibition? Precisely, it is obligation. For your information, dear learners, when we speak of obligation, it is expressing a sense of duty demanded by customs, gratitude, or your conscience. And speaking of which, the models that we should use are have to, need to, and must. Now, let's move on to the second intention of the speaker. And in order for us to do that, let's use this sentence. The two of you can ride the cow. Class, what do you think is the model used in the sentence? You're right, it's can. Next question. Does the sentence express a consent or an agreement of a request? Once again, you're right. And now, let me ask you the main question. What then do you think is the intention of the second statement? Is it still about obligation? Or is it now about prohibition? You're right, it is about permission. Since we already have revealed the two given intentions of the speaker, now let's have the last one. And for that, we will use this sentence. They must not punish the cow. Class, what do you think is the model in the sentence? You're right, it's must. But, class, does the sentence express stopping an action? You're right. Now, what word in the sentence would suggest that there really is an act of stopping a certain action? Precisely, it's the word not. Now, what then is the intention of the speaker in sentence number 3? Very good. It is prohibition. Prohibition. There you have it, dear learners. Once again, this is your teacher Mario saying, I am someone who is willing to feel this one and to touch this one. See you next time in this vlog. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something and God bless us all.